everyone, it's Missy, and it's Friday evening, and every Friday evening I clean the coop. And I still have one that's using the coop. Usually when I open up the door and the gate over there, they all run out, but I guess they're content. But as you can see, everything is an absolute mess. Yeah, you guys are messy birds. So, what I have to clean, well, I have to clean both the bottom, the whole chicken run, and the hen house and the nesting boxes. And then what I do is I have a garden rake, a pitchfork, a 5-gallon bucket of straw. I use a cat litter scoop for the nesting boxes, and then I have pine shavings. And the pine shavings go on top, and the straw goes on the bottom. And the first thing that I do is I get everything out of the coop. And I forgot to tell you, a good pair of gardening gloves or farm gloves works out pretty good too. And usually when I start moving around in here, they get out, but I change their water every day, but I'm just gonna get this out now so I can clean. And I have a couple of bricks that I keep the water on. I can't hang it on the coop itself. I wish I could, but that elevates it enough so it keeps it pretty much clean. And then I'm going to come around the back again. So I usually start on this end first. So I'm going to take the feeder out, because I need to get more food for tonight anyway. And I normally don't give them food until the evening when they're locked in here. When they can be out all during the day, then they can forage around. They don't need the food. And then I'm going to take the roosting bar out. And then this coop has a drawer where you can slide it out and then dump the wood shavings out. So it's just a handle on the bottom, and I'm going to move down so you guys can see this. So all you do is you just slide it out, and I got a chicken under there, so hopefully they'll move. There we go. And it slides out fairly easy. I'm going to move you back so I can get the rest of the drawer out. There we go. And then all I do with this is I dump it in the compost pile that's behind me. And then I just set it, so I just dumped it into the compost pile, and I just set it off to the side so I can work with the rest of the coop. And this is where that the kitty litter shovel comes in handy, because on the edge you can see that there's still some of that, those pine shavings. They get trapped up there on the rail where the drawer is. So I just go and step in and I just knock it down with the kitty litter scoop as best I can. And a lot of this is going to get knocked down itself. Just me working in here, but there we go. And I'm going to do that on the other side too. After I finish that, I go over to the nesting boxes, and I have a pin in here. And I'm just going to lift this up. And they normally don't use these as much. I've only seen one lay in here at one time, so a lot of it is just feathers. And I just scoop out the pine shavings, especially now when these birds, they're getting ready to lay. You want to have like a clean box for them. And I'm going to put some straw in here now. I didn't before because they were just using them to lay in, or sleep in. But now that they're getting close to laying eggs, I want to encourage them to actually use these as nesting boxes. And I'm just getting all the bits and pieces out of here. There we go. And I'll put in some more pine shavings too. So I got one Rhode Island red that loves laying in the nesting boxes. So once that is done, I take my gardening rake and I start raking out the straw. So I'm gonna put you guys hopefully where you can see. There we go. Move, move, move. 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 Fine, don't move. So once everything's cleaned out, we can start putting it back together. And all this extra straw that you see out here, I'll just hoe it into the ground right where it's at. But I have just a mud floor in there, and you can tell where the chickens have been digging. But now I'm just going to take, and I'm going to spread out the straw. And a 5-gallon bucket will usually cover the entire chicken run for me. They like to kick a lot of their straw to the back, but all I do is I just dump it in here. And then I just start spreading it out. I don't get too finicky with it because I know they're going to be moving it around themselves. So it's... they're coming through the back door and running out on me, but... And then I put the bricks back in to hold their water. So then I'm just going to come around and spread it out on the inside. Trying to see where you guys can see an angle here. there you go. It's all spread out and level, and like I said, they're going to be moving it around themselves anyway. So the next thing I'm going to do is put in the drawer. And then I'll just add the pine shavings. And I just take handfuls and I just scatter them around on the inside, just making sure that there's a nice even layer. Because again, they'll be scratching in here and kicking all that around too. I guess I didn't realize one had come up. And then once I've done that, all that needs to be put back is the roosting bar. And then I just fill up their feed in water and put it back in. And that's all it takes. It takes just as like 10 minutes. It really isn't that hard. But if you have any questions, please leave me a comment below. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Bye.